Thank you for joining me today as we explore the perspectives of learning and training professionals regarding gamification. My name is Amanda Tanner, and I'm a DBA doctoral candidate at Capella University. I've prepared two posters for you today, the one you see here and the professional development framework, which you will see momentarily. Research shows that a growing portion of the workforce has openly disclosed a disdain for traditional training. Further research shows that gamification of training could positively affect the training outcomes. However, this will only be possible with the right combination of game characteristics, elements, and instructional design. This project utilized a generic qualitative inquiry technique to identify perspectives of learning and training professionals regarding gamification as a tool for training in the IT industry. The study used semi-structured interviews for data collection. Following data collection, thematic analysis was used to analyze the data. While talent shortage is the general problem, the specific problem facing the IT industry is that a significant number of employees have rejected traditional types of training strategies. The main gap in practice is that gamification is not used as a tool for training in the IT industry. The project was completed to answer the question, what are the perspectives of learning and training professionals in the IT industry regarding gamification as a tool for training? Using a sample of 9 learning and training professionals who were at least 23 years of age, had experience in gamification, were employed in the IT industry, and had at least 5 years of experience in human resources, learning and development, or training, semi-structured interviews were conducted, and the data from those interviews was evaluated. The following points are from each of the 5 themes that emerged from the data. First, employees love gamified training. It provides reinforcement from learning. And in the words of P5, gamification propels people forward. Second, badges and points are nice, but they are worthless unless a reward is attached to the characteristics. Third, without engagement, motivation, and value, there is no persistence. Without persistence, training will be incomplete. And if training is incomplete, the company loses money. Fourth, participants described resources lost prior to gamified compliance training and demonstrated the savings and resources that gamified training can provide to the organization. Finally, gamification can be used to retain talent by keeping training fresh and fun, and by developing employees' careers, improving their job satisfaction. All participants agreed, from onboarding to skills development, gamification is a tool for a variety of training needs. Data from the study also showed that gamification was useful for career development and improving job satisfaction. As for best practices, the perspectives of learning and training professionals included the need to have motivating elements in the games, along with content that is engaging and motivational, and the need for rewards. Because of the interconnectedness of the themes, 2 clear benefits of gamification as a tool for training emerged: reducing the time and money required to track training and nudge employees to complete training, and using gamification for career development and employee retention. Businesses that use gamification as a tool for training should see improved completion times in training, an increase in employee retention, and a reduction in training costs. This project is important and significant to business leaders in the IT industry as they seek to find solutions for employee training, onboarding, and learning. The data from this study shows that the gamification process provides a solution for that problem. Job satisfaction has been shown to have an inverse relationship to turnover intention. Also, training has been shown to reduce turnover intention by helping employees develop an attachment to the organization. The opinions of learning and training professionals were clear where gamification as a tool for retaining employees is concerned. Retention is a major concern that can be alleviated with the use of gamification as a tool for training. Gamification satisfies a variety of training needs, from compliance and onboarding to technical training to career development and navigation, thus answering the project question.
By closing the gap in practice, a practical framework for using gamification as a tool for training was developed to assist practitioners. Here's a closer look and some further explanation of the framework that I developed, a practical framework for using gamification as a tool for training.
In a semi-structured interview, using questions informed partly from the theory of gamified learning, participants answered a series of questions to determine their perspectives regarding gamification as a tool for training. 5 themes emerged from the study's data, which related to how practitioners utilize the theory of gamified learning in practice. From those themes, 2 best practices emerged: using gamification as a career development tool with the underlying goal of employee retention, and the need for motivating, engaging, and rewarding elements in the games. In all cases, the organizations were saving money by using gamification as a tool for training, where compliance training was concerned. The practical framework offers guidance to practitioners who wish to utilize gamification as a tool for training. By offering gamified training, the enterprise is meeting the needs of the demographics who balk at traditional training methods. Gamification satisfies a variety of training needs, improves employee retention, and decreases training costs. The professional development framework consists of 4 domains: knowledge and scholarly thinking, advocate for change, applied research competencies, and personal effectiveness and identity. There are many subdomains within each domain. I'll briefly outline the subdomains that I chose to focus on during my doctoral journey. I'll elaborate on one subdomain that I continue to struggle with in my personal and professional life, and I'll demonstrate how I plan to continue to utilize the framework. I selected the subdomains of cognition and reflection, critical thinking, and creativity and innovation to focus on in the domain of knowledge and scholarly thinking. My plan to achieve those goals was to seek out professional development opportunities actively. For example, my place of employment sends emails about Innovation Lab workshops. Emails like these, and the one yesterday for Employee Development Week, provide avenues for enrichment. I will take advantage of these and continue to practice in the areas where I am deficient, ever mindful of Dweck's growth mindset. I've got this. I chose collaboration, mentoring, teaching, and communication as my 3 subdomains to focus on for the advocate of change domain. My plan for success was again to actively seek out professional development opportunities. I attended 8 hours of strategic planning where I led a small group session. As I prepared for this workshop, I was mindful of how it aligned with my collaboration goals. In the personal effectiveness and professional identity domain, the subdomains that I have selected to develop further are developing your identity, interpersonal skills, and practice. I think the combination of these 3 subdomains will make me a more rounded DBA holder. The second subdomain, interpersonal skills, remains a struggle. I'm a bit of an introvert. I've given speeches to large groups of over 800, and loathed every second of the experience. In small group settings, I feel a bit awkward. To combat this, I'll continue to set up Zoom meetings with learners instead of calling them on the phone. I'll continue to go to my board of director meetings for social mealtime every month instead of eating supper at home. I'll keep a record of informal contacts with board members so that I can gauge my improvement and comfort level. Practicing interpersonal relationships helps this goal become attainable and makes interpersonal contact less awkward. Because of this, it is relevant, and I'll continue practicing until I've mastered the art of interpersonal comfort. Finally, in the domain of applied research competencies, the subdomains I had selected to develop further were project design and planning, research methods, and data collection and analysis. These subdomains will add more specialized tools to my toolbox and help me become a more astute researcher. In my SMART goals, I said that the SMART goal for research methods was finishing the research project. I'm very proud to say that I've completed that goal. Because I believe in the power of the professional development framework, I'm selecting a new subdomain, dissemination, to take its place. Thank you for taking the time to view my presentation. Does anybody have any questions?